What's up guys, Chuck Pippin here from CPF Lures. As a lot of you know, recently I launched a bait company or lure company called CPF Lures. You can find us at cpflures.com, and we got some big things in the works. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to tell you about something I'm super excited, a bait that I designed on my own, drew it on a piece of paper, sent it to an engineer, had a CAD drawing done, and we finally got the mold ready. Here it is. It's called the Thumper. The Thumper because it thumps. It is a variation of the seed worm that everybody in the South depends on to win tournaments, to catch a bunch of big bass. It's a lure that can be fished a variety of ways. You can burn them across the surface, out in open water, back in thick, scattered grass, like Kissimmee grass and hydrilla. You can burn it right over the surface like you would a frog. You can slow roll them under the water with a weight, either on a weighted screw lock hook or with a bullet weight on the surface. And some people just Texas rig them. Good old fashioned Texas rigging them through brush piles, shale beds, grass lines, whatever. We just recreated it with the Thumper, but we made it better. This right here is going to change the game because we're doing it different. This color here is called Vomit. Just kidding, this is not a color we're making. This is a sample color that we just had poured in manufacturing, and this is not a color we're going to be selling. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those yet because we're still about 4 or 5 weeks away from the time you see this video, from the time this video comes out. We're 4 or 5 weeks away from making these available to the public, and my very, very smart business partner right now is setting up our website, cpflures.com, in hopes that we'll be able to put these up for pre-order. So you can pre-order these, get your hands on these before they come out. We're launching them in 4 different colors to start: watermelon red, Junebug red, and our ever popular Carbon 360, which is a color that we came up with on our own. Some things that are different about this speed worm type of worm from other brands. You notice the super big tail? This is a way bigger tail than many of the competitors make. I designed this, drew it on a piece of paper. A lot of the speed worms on the market that you see were basically just stemmed from they came out of an original paddle tail. Years ago on Lake Okeechobee, fishing down there, we used to take paddle tail worms similar to this, cut a slit in it, and then punch a hole with a regular paper hole puncher so that it didn't rip it or gave it a little bit of separation. This one was designed in the mold. Do you see that little twist in the tail right there too? We put that little 5-degree twist in the tail to give it that extra kick out. Here's what sets us apart from the competition. This bait right here, the CPF Lures Thumper, is going to be available in 2 different types of plastic. What would be considered your standard plastic that everybody makes baits out of, your standard plastic, and this one right here, a floating plastic. Floats high and dry, up on the surface. Think about that. Burning this thing through the grass, stopping when you get to a hole, popping it like a top water plug, like a prop bait. Lots of action in this tail. This floating model right here stands straight up, just like that, straight up on the bottom. It's going to be an awesome bait, and you'll be able to pre-order it from us at cpflures.com. Check it out.